Yeah, awesome. Now it's also permissionless because you don't need anybody's permission, like you don't need the bank's permission, you don't need the government's permission in order to use these applications or to participate in game files or liquidity. All the liquidity pools the crypto project will be participating in. We've not requested permission from anybody. You understand? It's permissionless. You understand? So to speak. So why and how is this possible? I want us to really look deep into this question. Why is it that in Web 3.0, I get paid for my own data? I participate in Hive Mapper, for instance, and they are compensating me because I'm providing them data. Maybe there's a sleeping app that measures or gets information, gathers data on how you sleep in order to improve through research and development, improve sleeping procedures or sleeping habits, or help people with sleeping disorders. So they can release an app tomorrow to say that, okay, we need to gather data from 1 million people. And for everybody that's going to give us their data to test this app, we'll give them 0.1 Bitcoin. You understand? So you are giving them your sleeping data, how you sleep and everything. Probably you're going to put a device beside you or wear an Apple Watch through which they will monitor your heart rate when you're sleeping. You know, that is how they get data. They will say 500,000 people, heart rate is about 60 BPM when they are sleeping. You know, they fetch data from like that. So in Web 3.0, when you participate in such projects, you get incentivized, you get compensated for it because they are using your data to improve human life. So you get compensated for it. Unlike what is going on now, Apple and the likes, they are gathering this data and they are selling data. They're using the data to, they are increasing in wealth. Why? We are still remaining the same. The cost of their product are still increasing and we are the ones bearing it. So in Web 3.0, items or products or activities built on the blockchain are in our favor because when they use our data, we get paid for it and we can decide to withdraw it 100% any day, anytime. So owning, maximizing, and monetizing our data in Web 3.0 is very possible. I'm sure you're all familiar with the concept of Web 3.0, which is majoring on decentralization. So that said, we are having the emergence of X to N models, play to earn, you know, in games, then move to earn, aerobics, jogging, and running, which I'm going to talk about tonight, then drive to earn, which Mickey was talking about, then browse to earn, monetize your Wi-Fi while surfing the web, and a lot of X to N models coming up. I still believe in the future, as time goes by, a lot of apps will be moving to the blockchain because the decentralized format is actually more helpful, more beneficial to both parties, even more to the users, and that is even where the world is going to. Like I mentioned, the one on the you know, the sleeping, because it's relative to everybody. A lot of people, some people have sleeping disorders, some people have insomnia, some people have, so some people, they can release a technology that can try to gather enough data to be able to solve the problem. It could be about cancer, it could be about any disease, and such that if you provide them data, it gets compensated for it. We have health-based blockchains alone in France, Galileo or something, and they are incentivizing people that are coming on board, bringing health-related apps and solutions, bringing it to their blockchain. They get compensated for it. You understand? So this is the new level of, this is the new innovation that is taking over the world, Web 3.0, whereby you can use your data to fetch yourself some good money across board in any sector that you find relevant. So now watch out for more X to N. So very quickly, let me just show you move to earn. Move to earn. I'm sure a lot of people go jogging here. You do exercises at home. You know, you do all sorts of things at home in order to keep yourself fit. And if you've not been doing that, well, let me bust your bubble. You might actually want to start. So here before me, please confirm if you can see my screen, sir. Can everybody see my screen? Can you see my screen? Okay, awesome. So now this is step N, like stepping, so to speak. So it's a move to earn, and it actually incentivizes you for jogging, running, or just strolling around the neighborhood. So let me just quickly show you something from one of the founders, which was posted, it should be more than 20 hours ago now. more than 20 years ago. Scott Dunlap is one of the advisors. He's not an investor, just an advisor. He works with Nike. He's a VP at Nike. So he posted this when what was this? This was April 6th, 2022. Right, April 6th, 2022. Yeah, I think in my time zone is about probably April 7th. Yeah. So now he said that ran the Gorge Waterfalls 50K this weekend with my tribe. Loved every step. Had stepping official on for 2 hours of it, earning $800 plus in GST and a rare mystery box. All my favorite words coming together. Now, this man was compensated for even jogging. How does it make sense? Why? Now, I'll introduce you to the dynamics behind it. Even if you think that it's not economically sound, you will see why it makes sense now. Why this man almost made $800 for jogging, for doing something that is not necessarily or seemingly beneficial to the app or to the people, but to himself, right? So you're going to see how it makes sense now. Now, stepping is all about making your steps count. You know, it's a lifestyle app with social fire and GameFi element. That is social finance and game finance. You know, gotten from the word, like from the origin of play to earn and the likes. It actually originated from DeFi, decentralized finance. So now we have social finance, game finance. It just depicts that social is going on the blockchain and GameFi is going on the blockchain. That is what it means. So players can make handsome earnings by walking, jogging, or running outdoors. So far, look at the total distance run by everybody on the app. They have about 100,000 monthly active users now. 4.3 billion distance run so far on the app, about 290,000 carbon offsets. So what they do here is that they take part of the token because they are trying to become carbon neutral. So they take part of the profit and the DAO determines how much will be contributed to make the app more carbon neutral, because the founders are kind of innovative people who want to contribute to humanity. That's kind of people they are. So they want to take part of their profits to contribute to carbon neutrality in the world, because blockchain, because of the nature of the proof of work of the older blockchains, a lot of them are not carbon neutral. So they actually want to make the ecosystem more carbon neutral for posterity and stuff like that. So look, if you see now the calories burnt, they were over 270 million. So if you want to burn some calorie, don't burn it for free. Burn it while making money. That is the way forward, right? So, okay, these are just social metrics. Discord members are 203,000 Twitter followers. Okay, now let me go to how the app actually works. Just briefly, I promise not to waste your time, okay? And this is going to be interesting. Just hang in there and see how, even if you don't do exercises, you need to start doing exercises just for the sake of this app, because it's just making money for free for you. Like now, so here, see the shoes, right? You can level up, get the NFT gem socket, in-app trading, rental system, mint new sneaker, NFT achievement badge. So players can choose to lease or sell their NFT sneakers in in-app game. You understand? If you buy this, for instance, we spotted this project in January, probably even earlier before then, but I remember we made a comment on it on January, and that one NFT shoe then was about 5 SOL, but now it's about, the minimum price is about 9 SOL. You understand? The price too has also shot up, but that time the token was not available in the market until March. So, and we didn't really have time to test it before we wanted to push it. So we just kept it on the radar. But now they are making a lot of buzz, and they're actually where we want them to be, actually. So how we profit from this? We take small taxes from in-app activity. So, I mean, how they profit. They are trying to tell us how they profit. They take small taxes from in-app activities such as NFT trading, shoe minting, shoe rental. All assets in the Steppen app are owned by individual users. Majority of earnings in the app are made by users. So you see how you make money with 3.2. Any asset you have in the app is yours. That's why it's generating money for you. In the old system, those apps are not yours. You understand? The data is not yours, or it doesn't even bring you money. But here, if you buy the NFT, it's yours. You can decide to sell it or rent it out. Even if you're not joking, you can rent it out and you split the profit 70-30. So you see what I said about carbon neutrality? Portion of the NFT's profit goes to buy carbon removal credit on the blockchain. So now, see, everyone can use anywhere around the world With a little bit of gamification and moves earn as the core mechanic, Stepping can nudge millions to embrace a healthier lifestyle. That's what they're all about, healthier lifestyle. And I've not even gotten to where I really want to show you the difference between owning a Gucci shoe and owning an NFT shoe. So, because I feel this will influence a lot of people's wardrobe in the near future, right? People will just be buying these stuffs. And because the more shoes you buy, the more energy you have and the more you can run. Because some people might want to run the whole day, but they've put some mechanics around it to be able to make it fair and square. Now, Stepping does not require people to own NFT assets to move to earn. It's not compulsory for you to own that NFT assets to move to earn. Rather, you can rent them for free from others to get started with earnings split later. Although this is coming soon, I tested that, but it's not yet live on app. Then you learn after earn. Non-crypto natives can earn before they learn to use a decentralized wallet. This also makes them the first step in their Web3 world. So if you've not like interacted with Web3 or done all these token transfers, you can still even use the app while you either have rented or you've bought your NFT stuff. So you can still be earning, and probably to synchronize with your account when you're fully signed up on it. So their mission is to inspire millions to a healthier lifestyle, connect them to Web3, and combat climate change. Now, Stepping has two tokens, which is the GST and the GMT. One is the utility token and one is the governance token. And how does it work? Right, in the in-app marketplace, when you buy this fine shoe, now you now start moving to earn. You can walk, just like somebody said. If you check what we posted on Telegram today, somebody said he was just walking around in the neighborhood and he made over $432. You know, of course, those things will go down over time, but then the more shoes you have, the more you can, the more you can earn, basically, or the higher chances of how much you can earn, basically, because you need to have an NFT, whether rented or bought, to be able to move. So you move to earn. When you're walking, you just carry your phone, activate the app. It uses your GPS to know what you're actually doing. So, and there are three different types of shoes, which I'm going to come to. You understand it better. So if you rent, you pay 30% to the owner, and you take 30%. So you pay 30%, right? I mean, you pay 70% to the owner, and you take 30% if you are renting someone's shoes, right? So then you also move to earn. But in that case, you are earning only this token, the utility token, which is the GST. You won't be earning the GMT. So you can see is when you buy, that's when you earn the GMT. And it's only when you reach level 30, that's when you can get the GMT. And guess what? If the money you make, for instance, you'll be getting these tokens and you can swap it for USDC. Remember, we just finished talking about how you can move USDC out from Solana. You just send it out to your Binance or to any centralized exchange, and you cash out your funds straight. You understand? So you can see GMT only obtainable at sneaker level 30. So the governance token cannot be obtained or earned until level 30. So you have to get to level 30 before you can earn it, but you can still be earning GST on the go. Now, see what they do here. They do token burning, which is going to put some deflationary measures on the entire ecosystem, which is good because it's going to actually help in shooting up the price as well. Because we like when we see token burning, it's going to reduce the supply. And when the supply of any asset, not even crypto, is reducing and the demand is increasing, basic law of economics, the price shoots up. Now, you spend GST token on sneaker repair. You can repair your sneakers, sneaker socket unlocking. You can unlock socket in your sneakers. You can level up. You can customize, blah, 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 and like that. And these other ones are just updates that are coming up. So more interestingly, how to make your steps count. Like, how do you actually make money from this? Now, let's look at it. In Stepping, you have about 4 types of footwears, right? You have the walker, you have the jogger, you have the runner, and you have the trainer. So the walker can do about 1 to 6 kilometers per hour. The jogger can do about 4 to 10 kilometers per hour. And the runner 8 to 12, and the trainer 1 to 20. So I'm just going to do sort recap, while we're now going to the main reason why we're here, how to profit from this. So you find this is the app interface exactly just as it is on the app. Yeah, because I downloaded it. You find the sneaker from the app marketplace. And once you buy the sneaker, the floor price now should be about 9 point something SOL. That's like $900 now at the current price of SOL. But wait, don't worry. It's expensive, right? That's what you're thinking. And to some people, it might be cheap. But for those that are thinking it's expensive, I tell you that in 30 days plus some days, about 40 days, you get the money back at the current rate. And from the studies we've made, because we've seen people and heard reviews of people who are making money from this, because the product is still in its public beta phase 3. You understand? So even at this rate, that they've not even considered themselves to be fully launched yet. So you can see that once you buy the sneaker, right, the sneakers actually come with what you call energy. And the more sneakers you have, the more energy. You see these things here, this blue sign here, that's the energy sign. So one energy would equals to 4 GST tokens. When you run, they try to mimic what you do in reward. When you run, you burn some energy. So if you are in Walker now, if you burn one energy, that means it's going to be equivalent to about 4 GST tokens. You understand? So these are factors that determine how your earnings are calculated. So what's the next thing? Right. So the first thing is what? You choose a sneaker. You need a sneaker, whether you're renting or whether you're buying, you need a sneaker. And depending on your lifestyle, and depending on your age and what you want to do or how you want to make money from this app, you can just choose any one of these. If you're a runner, you can get a shoe that fits, that fits your app. Your lifestyle in the app. That is, you want to run, because this is 8 to 20 kilometers per hour. You understand? So the demand there will be high. Probably you need to be running every time. Doesn't mean you can't walk, but then it's just a way of making everything so look interesting. So the second thing is that you find a sneaker, right? After knowing the type, you find a sneaker in the marketplace and you buy. So the shoe box contains one sneaker with one random type and quality. So the quality type is there, the sneaker type is there. So you find the shoe in the marketplace and you buy. Every detail there is simple and straightforward. So you don't need to even stress to start looking at which one do I buy, which one do I get. So the 3 is the sneaker detail page. Now look at it. On the left here is the higher quality socket, which is required to boost the gems attribute. There are sometimes that you can get gems to boost your sneakers. Those ones are just side attractions, but as you use the app, it will be easy for you to apply. So at the beginning, it might look very clumsy, but don't worry. Once you start using the app, it will get easy. Then you use these gems too to increase the attributes, to increase the sneakers attributes. Then you can see this interface here. The attributes involves 4: efficiency, luck, comfort, and resilience. Now, let's start with resilience. Resilience reduces your repair cost. If your sneakers is very resilient, that is, hardcore, maybe it was made with good leather. Like if you buy original leather now, it will take a longer time for it to ever get destroyed. That is even if it gets destroyed anyways. So the resilience, it reduces your repair cost, because you can repair the sneakers, because after you jog, of course, the sneakers will suffer some wear and tear. They just try to mimic this NFT with real life stuff, game mechanics, basically. That's why this is the gamified part of it. So the comfort, you can enhance the comfort with GMT earning, but it's at level 30. Then repair after moving outdoors. You can see the repair. Maybe after you go out, it has dropped by 10. So you use some of the tokens, I think either the GMT or GST to repair, which is very simple. Then the efficiency, you enhance GST earning. So see now, that means that if your sneakers is very efficient, your GST earnings will be higher. Now, if the comfort is high, that means your GMT earning will be high. Remember that GMT is the governance token and GST is the utility token. However the case may be, if you earn any of the 2 tokens, you can convert to USDC and cash out. One is governance, one is utility. Exactly. Now see the quality. The quality of your sneakers is different. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendaries. Just like in Nigeria, you have Abad, you have vendor selects, you have all these things. You have the ones you get from the boutique. So there are different qualities of the sneakers, and you see the quality here, which of course would have impact on the price. So you also have luck, enhance. Now, what is the essence of luck? Each time you jog, you go out jogging. Apart from the money you earn what you call mystery boxes. Guess what, guys? These mystery boxes can now be another sneakers if you earn those mystery boxes. Remember what we read here? He said that any $800 plus, that's after running for 2 hours, I think he did about probably, I don't know if this is, it can't be 50 kilometers anyways, I doubt, but he wrote 50K. Earning 800 plus in GST tokens, right, which is a utility token, which is worth $800, and a rare mystery box. So most likely that mystery box is going to contain another shoe, you understand, which is going to give him more energy and definitely increase his earnings. So now the fourth step. So these are the sneaker attributes, you understand, that you can look at to buy or, to know how the game mechanics work. Now, fourth thing, you equip your sneaker and move outdoors. You burn energy and earn out some rewards. So you can see like that advisor and the VP at Adidas, he said he earned the rare mystery box. So you can earn mystery boxes. You can see sneaker type, earning cap. That's the amount you're running per kilometer or amount you've run for that particular day, and like that. So you measure running outdoors with GPS. When you open the app, just as you see here, you activate your GPS. Then there's an anti-cheating monitoring. You understand? You are not earning if you are moonwalking. So there's an anti-cheating technology that is there to detect if you're cheating or not. Now you can see the optimal speed range. If you use Google Map and if you're driving, I'm sure you notice that the speed at which you're driving on your dashboard and on your Google Map tallies. So if you're going at 70 kilometers per hour, you see it in your Google Map, and if you cross-check it with the speedometer on your dashboard, it's 98% the same thing. I don't know who has noticed that. So these are GPS technologies that are embedded in our phones that are used to measure. That's why all these ride-hailing apps, Uber, Bolt, and stuff, they are very, very precise. You understand? Tell you it's going to be here in 2 minutes and all those kind of things. All those things is mathematics and calculations embedded within the app. So now, something that also affects your earnings is the GPS signal. If the GPS is very strong, like showing green, like that means you're earning. If it's low, that means it might affect your earnings. So you have to even, have like solid network and connection as well. I think that might be like a little bit choppy in terms of the overall value, because in some parts of the country where we have bad network, this might actually be a problem. But then I'm sure network problem is shouldn't be a problem for everybody, and shouldn't be in all areas, and everybody knows how to manage themselves regarding that. So remember that you can even do this around your house as well. People walk around the neighborhood making money. Then you can change your sneakers even while running. Then so this thing measures the kilometers you've covered. On Twitter, you see if you cover like probably 2 kilometers, it will show you on the map at the end of the day the places you covered. You can see here something like this to show you something like this, how you walked with the environment, because the environment is actually captured. Probably they're using the Google Map API or something, so they know how your movement is going. So you check Flex and check your earnings, and you can even share on social media. So now you can level up your sneaker. You understand? Remember, the sneaker has 4 qualities: resilience, and comfort, which increase your earnings as well. So you can upgrade. And guess what, guys? Remember we talked about parent NFT, like a Layer 0 NFT giving birth to Layer 1 NFT. You understand? So if you have the same pair of sneakers, if you merge them together, you can mint a new sneaker. So if you level up sneaker to make it more efficient, you mint a new sneaker to sell it or keep it. So if you have the same type of sneaker, like eventually maybe you got a mystery box, and that mystery box happened to be the pair to your sneaker, like if it's the same or they are within the same category, you can merge them, sort of like mate them, and they now mint a new sneaker for you. So the more sneakers you have, that's even more money. So you can swap to USDC and sell right away. You understand? So that said, I believe that should really get you up and running with step. It's not really hard. It's something you need to engage right away. It's something you understand while engaging it. So I want to show you something, right? Yeah. So, this is focusing on health and fitness, right? So this is an analogy between a Gucci boot and a Step NFT shoe. Now, if you have a Gucci shoe, like this Gucci shoe, for instance, costs about $1,600, and it's not something you wear out every day because it's expensive. It even looks like it belongs to this guy's name. What's his name? This guy's name in Avengers, the Six Stones guy. Forgotten his name. That has the 6 elemental stones. Now, if you if you see this shoe and this shoe, right, this is $1,600. This one costs $900. But apart from the fact that this is cheaper, you make your money back because at the current rate, right, you have a passive income of about $20 to $50 daily, and it's confirmed from people who have used it and are still using it. So definitely you get your money back in like probably a month plus some days. But for this one, definitely it reduces in value over time, subject to wear and tear and all those things. And you can engage this anytime. If you even wake up in the midnight and you want to jog, you can engage it. But then and you can wear this anywhere because it's in the digital world, right? But you can't wear this anywhere. You understand? So this one you have to keep it for a special occasion because it's expensive and stuff like that. And it can even be stolen or even sold. Of course, this one cannot be stolen. It's on the blockchain, but you can also sell this as well, and you can also rent it out. So this is subject to wear and tear. Your NFT shoe can be repaired, and you can also level it up. And this one is more like the outgoing swag. It's it doesn't really move anybody now if you wear a Gucci shoe. Like nobody really cares now, except some people anyway, some fashion people. I'm not saying it's bad to own a Gucci shoe. Of course, it's admirable to have one. We're just trying to compare the new swag with the old swag. So which one would you rather choose, the new swag or the old swag? Because the new swag is going to be putting money in your pocket. It's an asset. That's what the new swag is all about. And nobody would want something that will be taking money and reducing in value. Everybody wants what will be putting money in their pocket. So this is going to change a lot of people's wardrobe over time. And this is just one of those projects. Trust me, as these have succeeded, more will come out. There's even another one that has even come out too. We spotted it, but we're still checking it as well. It's also moved to something similar to this that has to do with bicycles and running and cycling and stuff like that. There are even some on horse racing too. Yeah, so a lot of them are coming out, race to earn. A lot of them are coming out like that with real life use cases such as this. So remember that you can also mint new sneakers here, but once you have this, no, that's that. The best you can do is to sell it, and you can't even sell it for the original price you bought it. But this is an income bringing asset for you. So, but then please note that the current rate of earnings might not justify future earnings. Of course, when people saturate this so much based on the tokenomics, it can actually drop. But now let's enjoy the ride. So that said, I think that's just all about step N. And the best thing for you is just to download the app. And should you choose to want to go digital with your NFT shoes, you can start right away. And one of the things that you must also understand is that a lot of these things is always good to ride the trend, like really ride the trend. We're not saying okay, buy the token. This is not about token, it's about passive income. And remember that you can always sell the shoes at any time you choose to, and they are still in what? Public beta phase 3. Public beta phase 3. You search yourself what the VP of Adidas said. After 2 hours of jogging, made over $100 in GST. So, and he made that statement less than 24 hours ago. So the app is still hot, and we believe that this is like a very good passive income. And in January, like I said, this was about 5 sold for the NFT. We're still looking at probably to drop or something, but surprised us. Now it's about 9. So there are even some shoes there that are about 10,000 sold. Some people can just list it for arbitrary prices, not necessarily because it's worth it, but because they just want to feel like maybe they could get lucky selling that. All right, so that's all on step N. I'm sure you've gained 1 or 2 things, so please would create time for questions. I don't know if Milky Way is back in the house. Are you there, Milky Way? Hi, Milky Way, are you in the house? Okay, I don't think Milky Way in the house. Okay, I think it's about our closing time as well. So if you enjoyed the meeting and you feel like you want to get in your NFT shoes soon, you can just drop a comment on the Telegram. You can drop a comment on the Telegram saying step N, step N. Let's go, guys. Step N, step N. You can find it in the Play Store. Just find it in the Play Store. find it in Play Store. Drop step N, step N, step N. Someone is the last prize of the show. You can download the app and check it out. See, even if you're not going to participate in this, right? Right. You know, even though this is not a financial advice, you can download the app and check out how this thing works. Understand it, because this is the first of it and more will come. Remember Genopet too. Genopet has always banked on move to earn and they have not yet come out. That one, if you're doing physical exercises at home, you'll be earning money, because you're actually using that to train your digital pet. They've created a digital version of you such that if you're doing exercise in real life, you're building up exercising the digital you. So these are just dynamics around, gamifying exercises and what we're doing in real life in the digital world. And it is so economically balanced that when you look at it, like what you've seen in step N now, it's very realistic, very, very realistic, because it mimics what actually happens in real life. Shoes suffering wear and tear, you have to upgrade, you have to spend money to do this, you have to job. That's proof of work. You understand? So if you're delighted about the app, just type step N, step N, step N. Okay, I think Milky Way is back, right? Okay. Unfortunately, we are pressed for time. Sorry, guys, about the voice stuff. We're going to sort it out. We'll go back to Zoom. We'll just carry our bag and go back to Zoom without any issues. We're really sorry about that. Okay, so feel free to drop your questions. Yeah, I'm with you.
Just to chip in for step N. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
You can hear me.
Yes. So for anyone that is downloading the step N and you are having the issue of activation code, go to the Telegram group for step N. There's a Telegram group for step N. Go to this Telegram group, type activation code. You will instantly get the activation code to enter.
Yeah, that's true. That's very, very true. To get the activation code, you need to go to their Telegram group. So, however, if you hit any roadblock, just message us on Telegram. Would reply. Would reply to you. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody that joined us tonight. Really appreciate your presence and thank you for listening to us. And we hope you had a nice time. And thank you very much, Milky Way, and all the analysts in the house. So, on this note, I'll